What's up everybody, Jen from Posh Paddle, and what I'm going to show you today is how to attach your Bixby motor to your paddleboard. So first things first, what we're going to do is you're going to want to take your current fin off. Just grab yourself a screwdriver and get that going. We're going to undo the fin really quick here. Do. Okie doke. So we've got our fin. Okay. Fin's out. Okay, so once you have taken your fin out, the screw that was holding your fin in, just keep it back in the little slot on your board here, right here. Just keep it in there locked in so that you don't lose it in the process of all of this. There's no need to take it out. So next thing you're gonna do is take your Bixby motor, and you're gonna see that it has a little screw and square thing that it came with, okay? So you're gonna take your motor and you're going to want the propelling kind of fan shaped side facing away from you, okay? So you're gonna wanna take this and put it right into the slot here of your board. Just wanna make sure everyone can see which way I'm going with this bad Larry. Okay, so kind of tip it and then put it in. Okay, so you have this little square and this little screw here. So what we're gonna do is put this little square down into the slot, and then what you'll do is you'll kind of use your screwdriver to just push it down to where you want it to go, which is down towards the end. Which this part can be sort of tricky. Suggested other way of doing it is kind of attaching it to it like this. Thought I was going to be slick for the video and just drop it down, but I didn't. So put your little square right down in here. Okay. And then take your top piece and hold on to that for a second. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of tip that in, and we're going to just line up the hole on that square with the hole right here. So tip that down in, slide it back until now that square is matching up and it's about in the middle of the slot here that we're working with. Oh my goodness, that just got to be. Hold on. So you want to line the two of those up so that you can see the hole, and now you're going to take this piece and just screw it down in. Should be starting, at first you're not going to feel like you've got it, but once you'll know because it'll start just getting tighter and harder to screw. Just gonna shift my angle here. Okay, so I'm turning it pretty tight. I'm not using a tool. Maybe I should be, but I'm not. So there that is. That's on there. It's quite tight, and this motor part is facing the back of the board. Okay, so to put the small fins in, what you're going to want to do is notice that there's a little kind of like groove right there. So you're going to want to take that, put that in first, snap it in and push down. And then use that little tool that it came with to put your little fin on. Okay, so you just unscrew it first on the other side, and we're going to do the same thing with this little fin. So now we've got everything in place. We've got the motor on, we've got each fin on, and now we're just going to flip the board over and put the battery pack underneath the straps. I'll show you how to do that. Okay, so now we're just going to attach the battery pack to the back side of your board. So the motor is underneath this side right here. So we're just going to take this, and you have two sides to it. You've got the cord, and then you've got, excuse me, I've got myself tangled up here. Hold on one second. Okay. So you've got your leash, and you've got the battery pack. So what you're just going to do really simply is take your battery pack and just put it underneath these straps. I'm telling, it's not going anywhere. These are quite tight. This thing's heavy. It's not going anywhere. You just want to make sure that the plugs are screwed in the back, nice and tight, which mine were just a little bit loose. So you really want to just make sure it's tight, because if not, there's not going to be a water seal on it. And then close off the battery plug from where you were charging it at your house. So you've got the propeller plug and you've got the battery plug. There's a cap that goes on the battery plug. Just close that off, okay? So everything stays nice and watertight and no water getting in. I will say the stop works pretty good, like pretty quickly. It's not going to make you come to a screeching halt, but it's going to slow you down. And when you go to turn it on, you're going to want to click it once to get it on, and then keep going. That makes it faster, and then keep going down. That decreases the speed. So that's what that looks like right here. And then the other piece that this comes with is this magnetic safety. So what you do is you just put your foot through this and just attach it to your ankle, so that if you were to fall off the board, the motor is not going to get away from you and just go out to sea without you. So this little magnetic piece here, I'll show you, is going to just go right on this circle. Just like that. See how it just lit up? Watch what happens. There's a beep. It's back on. Beep, it goes off. So when you're actually out on your paddle, if you are paddling along and you all of a sudden wiggle or move or just kind of jerk it, it's gonna stop the motor. All you have to do is reach back and you're back in action. So you really want to make sure you give it enough wiggle room down here to not do this, okay? But if it happens, don't panic in the middle of your paddle. Just reach back and you can kind of like throw it on there. Okay, so that's how that goes. Other than that, this baby is set up and ready to go on the water. Also, just a quick demo here. So I'm gonna get this thing started. So I'm gonna press it. You can already hear the little whirring. Okay, that's it. That's all you gotta do. And then stop to shut it off. Faster, slower. Once you get on the water, don't forget you're actually going to be using your paddle to steer you. So kind of holding it here, holding it there. I'll do a whole different demo on being out on the water. And there you have it, my friends. That's how you hook up your Bixby motor to your board. Check it out. We have 2 of them available. We're going to be offering rentals all summer long. And we're going to do a demo day. So check us out, www.poshpaddlelife.com. We're based out of Portsmouth, New Hampshire. We have several launch locations, and we can also bring this to your private waterfront home or a location of your choosing. So yeah, check us out. Thanks for watching.